this.
You put it in.
I put it in? Did I? Oh, yeah. Nice. You gotta keep that.
No purpose.
You gotta keep that. Yeah.
I tried to debate Tyler last night into the whole, the best rapper in the game, the big three. They talking about the Drake, Kendrick, Cole. He wouldn't go for it. He says,
bro,
the only thing.
Who gives a fuck? Hey, and you know what annoys me when people are like, "This is my top 5," and people argue it. Like, you got 17-year-olds like, yeah, like, dude, fucking Ready to Die and Enter the Wu-Tang is my top 10 album ever. I'm like, bro, you just got hair on your dick. Stop. It's performative.
For sure.
It's like, that's your, and again, some people might be right, but I'm like, that's you got young boys and babies out here, and that's your favorite. Like, I don't care about people's objective top nothing. Tell me what is your favorite.
Yeah.
I feel that, man.
Like, yeah. I think we talked about this before, but it's like...
In short,
The old school stuff, it's like, yeah, it's great, it's there, and I think historically it's important to why hip-hop is what it is today. But like, Take Care, for example, is one of my favorite albums because it came out when I was getting into hip-hop.
Exactly.
And I listened to... It came out at a time where I had so much time on my hands, and I listened to that shit like 50 times a day.
It's way more important, man.
Yeah, like it has a significance for you, like in your life when you were young, and like you tell me about. I'm not saying it's bad music. Like I listened to the Notorious B.I.G.
Of course, me too. But like on a later moment, I was like, oh, I guess people will be listening to it.
Exactly.
But like when I got into hip hop, man, I was just bumping Wiz Khalifa the whole time.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I was listening to Mac Miller. Mac Miller's mixtape is what I listened to. So like, yeah.
Burn After You Roll, eh?
It's like. Yeah, it's like what's relevant to you, and not just be like, oh, you don't gotta have the classics. Your goat has to be this. Your goat has to be that. Like, no, it doesn't make sense. It's just like because that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's very like generational and like moment based, right? It's like, oh, I went to see the Take Care tour when Drake was on tour. Like that's a memory that I'm never gonna forget. So for me, that makes that album super important. If you're like 50 and you saw Tupac live, then maybe that album is gonna have a lot more significance. But that's all it should be, I think. Yeah.
I think the same. Like, it's the same. Like, I don't understand as much why. It's way more. I think it's way more controversial when people say like, I don't like Tupac, I don't like Biggie in like hip hop. But if someone would say like, we're watching movies, but I don't like Titanic because it's too old. I like more like Interstellar. No one's gonna care.
Yeah, exactly. It's
relevant just with hip hop that people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, people are like argue. Oh no, this should go. It's the same as like the basketball conversation. Of,
it's
like,
the same with LeBron and
Michael Jordan. LeBron's like, no, like for us, we're younger, and when we grow up, it was LeBron, and for us, LeBron is this, and for you, Jordan is that, because Jordan put basketball on the map internationally, and when you were growing up, that was your guy. But so shout out Tyler for saying that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. But let's wrap it up. You gotta get out of here.